Holy shit, girl queen pussy boss.
Yes, I'm back with the voiceovers because why not? Anywho, today is the first day of school and honestly, I'm not feeling too swell about it. Here's my outfit for the day. Not really cute, I know, but it's comfortable enough for me because we have a long day ahead. First class is Professional Communication for Creatives, where we learn about communication, presentation skills, and more. Not really my favorite module, but as an introvert who doesn't really like talking to people, it seemed like an important class that I should take. After that, we had a 1-hour break. I decided to do some pre-class prep for my classes the next day. Since I didn't have much time, all I had was this choco pie, which is still one of my favorite Korean snacks. Next is Video Production for Narratives, where we'll be learning about production, directing for shows, films, and more. We had a Kahoot lesson to refresh and recap about the roles of different crew members during production set. We also had to learn the importance of direction, and hence we watched 2 episodes of the Singaporean shows Fighting Spiders, and honestly, we had a great time. After that 4-hour class, we can finally go home. First class of the day is Digital Journalism. As you'd expect from the name, we deal with a lot of news, so our teacher started the class with a quiz of the various current affairs from the previous week. During the class, we learned about the role of a photojournalist and how photos can show different perspectives towards the same issue. After that, I spent my hour break to watch Lazada Film's comeback show with my friends. My next class is Scripted Content Development, where we had the chance to learn how to pitch for a TV series of our own. Yes, I was very excited for this class. But that was before I found out that my first graded assignment was due in 2 weeks' time. Yes, I wanted to cry. Also, my teacher asked us what I was watching, and my degenerate self said semantic error. With that, I educated my teacher on the genre of BL. When I got back home, I still couldn't rest because I had to re-edit the film that I shot in March, and by the time I was done, I was so tired, so I went to sleep. For breakfast, I ate some of my mom's soya sauce braised pork before leaving school to edit that video with my friend. I had a class after that too, called Mad Studio Project, where we learn various design thinking methods to help clients with a problem statement that they are having. Yeah, it's another class that I'm not a big fan of. Even my teacher said that it was going to be dull and boring, so slay!
2 hours later.
Sean. Hi! Wanna be with me instead?
By right, I could actually go home after the class, but we had a compulsory welcome party for the year ones joining us. Some activities included building a tower with ice cream sticks and newspaper, trivia, and drinking Shrek's piss. I ended off the day by watching an episode of the Singaporean kids show The School Bell Rings for one of my assignments. Good morning. It's currently lunchtime and I want to try and make the Itadori Yuji meatball thing from Jujutsu Kaisen. Just seems really tasty and I want to give it a try. So hopefully it all goes well. I don't have any classes scheduled today, hence why I have the time to cook this. We start by boiling some kombu for 15 minutes to make a dashi, which we will use later. While that was going, I went out to cut some spring onions for later. To a bowl, add the minced chicken, or for me, pork since I didn't have chicken on hand, the spring onions, twice the amount of grated ginger, but for me, I'm using this ginger sauce which slaps so hard, and an egg. And after that, mix them all together. While that sits in the fridge to firm up, I cut up some oyster mushrooms, baby corn, and cabbage, and then added them nicely in the pot. I added in the meatballs and of course the dashi stock which we made earlier, and boiled it all at once until it was fully cooked. Once it was done, I added some caramelized onions since it's one of my favorite things ever. Taste-wise, it is just so tasty, so thank you Itadori for teaching me how to cook this. Looks-wise, it's kind of ugly, so I'll just show you for a little bit. But yeah, it was pretty good, and honestly, that's all the interesting things that I did. Friday starts with Mad Studio Project again, which I don't want to talk about, so let's move on. Today I have a 2-hour break before my next class, so I went to the other side of my school with my friends to our in-campus Starbucks for some caramel macchiato. When I got back, I drank it with some Oreos and watched an episode of Love Between Fairy and Devil because I'm a degenerate. After that, I went for my class Entertainment Content Production, where we learned about the production of reality TV content. A pretty interesting class, even though I honestly am not not the biggest fan of reality TV. We also had to watch some reality TV series in class, but because we had to watch it while taking notes of the characters and storytelling, I ended up having a headache in the end. So I went home and painted Hajime from N-Stars being picked up by a claw machine for my friend since their birthday was coming up. And this was how the painting ended up looking. But yep, that was essentially a week in my life during the first week of school. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe and have a great week ahead. Bye bye!